This is Wake Up and Lead, a daily podcast where ambitious young professionals learn to lead themselves. I'm your host, Hampton Dortch. Today we're talking about fitness. Everyone can be a morning person. It is time to be a morning person. If you're rolling your eyes right now or you're getting nervous because you hate waking up in the morning and it's really hard for you, then that's okay. I'm going to share a few things with you. And before I go any further, I do know a few night owls that I'm okay with them being a night owl. It's okay if they want to sleep until 7 in the morning because of a few things that I will talk to that I will share in a minute. But I can't tell you how many times someone's like, oh my gosh, I could never get up at 5 a.m. And my question is, well, what are you doing from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.? And often that's like watching Netflix. And if you're passionate about that, if you really want to do that, if you think that benefits your life, sure, you can do that. However, here's how I think about it. I am so much more productive. I get so much more done from like a fitness standpoint, a mental standpoint, a spiritual standpoint, and everything standpoint from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. than I do from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And so why do I say 9 to 11? Well, it's because around 9 is when I'm like trying to get settled down and go to bed so that it's easier for me to get up at 5. I think so often people that are not able to get up at 5 a.m. that don't want to be in the 5 a.m. club, they've never tried consistently going to bed early at night. And the reason that they don't want to do that is because they've got their Netflix show or the sports that they have to watch. And again, if that's something that is really a priority for you, then sure, go for it, do it. I just think that for me, I know myself, and if I stay up from 9 to 11, if there's like important things that I want to get done, like if I want to, and I technically said this episode was about fitness. So like if I really want to prioritize working out, which I do, or I want to make sure I'm reading my Bible, like I'm way more likely to do that from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. than I am from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And so I think if you can start making the sacrifice, now for me, like I like sports, but I basically stopped watching them. I do watch them sometimes, but that was kind of what I had to give up in order to go to bed earlier. Netflix shows, some of those are good, but I kind of cut those out of my life too. And the amount of people that I've seen convert to becoming a morning person and be happy about it is so many. And really, it just comes down to getting enough sleep. I know that there's different, like, scientific things and wirings, but so often people are not getting enough sleep and they're not really taking care of their body, which is why they feel like they're not a morning person. Also, if you embrace the cold shower thing I'm talking about, you'll be a morning person really quick, and then you can just knock out so many great things in the morning. So all that said, if you are sitting here and you're like, dude, I am not a morning person. Like I'm waking up at 7, but I'll stay up till 11 or 12. Then my challenge to you would be, great, do that. But late in the night, are you getting work done? Are you pushing towards your goals? And again, this podcast is for ambitious young professionals who want to learn and lead themselves. When I say that, I don't think that's someone that's like grinding on Netflix all the time or watching every sport out there. Now, I have no problem with doing that, but I think at some point, especially as you have more responsibilities, when work gets busier, when you get married, when you have a kid, you're going to have less time to do that. And so all I'm saying is, in my opinion, most people I think are going to be more productive from 5 to 7 a.m. than they would be from like 9 to 11. And so if you can make that adjustment by making sure you get sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, just chug water and take a cold shower, and you will be a morning person quickly. And if you have a very intentional morning from like a fitness and a spiritual standpoint, then you go into the day feeling so much better. I really believe that the morning starts the night before, and I would way rather spend my 9 to 11 in REM cycle than watching a Netflix show that's not actually going to impact my life. It's just going to make me feel lazy. So if you're feeling judged right now, I love you. And if you are very productive at night, then great, go for it. I just think that more people are more productive if they get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and there's nothing going on, and you're probably not going to wake up at 5 and watch Netflix. Just a thought, just a thought. So speaking of waking up, it is time for you and me to wake up and not drink coffee until we've been up for at least an hour, ideally 90 minutes. Talk about that in another episode. But time to wake up and lead. You will not regret it.